Moraga's defeat at Mont's hands has driven Venice to ruin. Even in victory, the threat lingering over Eastern Ardra remains. After betraying Leonis, Wizette has covertly allied itself with Sadali. The threat of Rondal ever approaching, Leonis and Horn combine their forces. The time to invade Wizette has finally come.
You have no intention of reconsidering your course, then?
No, my lady.
I see.
I beg your understanding. This is not an act of rebellion towards Horn.
I do not doubt you.
It is you whom I serve, Lady Mashari, and none other. However...
You must go to Schützelt.
Indeed.
As formidable as Solidus may be, do you believe it can bring down Wizette with a single squadron?
The main force is set to eliminate Venice first, then move to invade Wizette.
Yes, that is correct.
But as it stands, they may not reach Schützelt in time. His fate grows all the more grim with every moment wasted.
Go forth, then. But do not throw your life away in vain.
Forgive my obstinacy.
Worry not. We have Adelard with us.
Very well.
We march for Wizette! Make haste! Yes, sir!
Forgive our dear leader. He simply...
You needn't concern yourself. I would choose the same course of action were I in his place.
I'm sorry about this, King Mont. Let me apologize for Darling.
Thank you. But there is no need. King Rob may not have been long for this world, but it was still I who took his life.
Do not say that, Mont.
Mashari.
You spared me the sin of killing my own flesh and blood. A sin which was mine to bear. Go. Engelbert surely grows impatient.
Yes, my lady. I shall take my leave.
Don't worry about Darling. I won't let him do anything he can't handle.
Mont, you mustn't punish yourself for what you did. For when you do, it's my heart that's torn open.
I'm sorry.
Why are they just staring at each other? Mont is so meek. A real man would take this opportunity to claim a kiss from her lips.
Who's claiming kisses? Let me see.
Hey, if you don't stop pushing...
Salir, Rachez, just what exactly are you doing?
Oh, you know.
We've come to report that the troops are assembled.
I see. It is time, then. united armies of Horn and Leonis hereby march to invade Venice. In truth, I wish to strike at Wazette alongside Solidus so that we may rescue Schitzelt. But alas.
Even after the death of Moraga, Venice still maintains their fervor for battle with us. Which means the best course of action is to crush the immediate threat from Venice, and then face Wazette once and for all. Of course, we do this not only for Schitzelt, but to also save Victora, Luartha, and the members of Rubius. Then we unify East Ardra and meet the Rundal invasion from the west head-on!
To battle! We march at once!
Yes, my lady!
Now, I must head for Bordeaux Castle in the south of Wazette.
Marjorie, are you sure you'll be all right by yourself?
Do not worry. It's not as if I'm brazenly launching an assault on enemy territory. I shall go to the castle of Bordeaux, where Glaciella lays besieged, and together we shall head for Wazette. What danger could possibly await me?
At least allow me to have you accompany.
Very well. Why don't I take Ketone?
Yes, she just might be best for this task. Ketone,
Here, Your Highness.
I need you to accompany Marjorie to Bordeaux Castle. Is that all right?
I'm counting on you, Ketone.
I should be the one who journeys to Bordeaux Castle to rally Glaciella.
Worry not. This is most opportune. It will give me a chance to ascertain the mettle of your betrothed with my own eyes.
Marjorie.
Are you sure of this, Your Highness?
What do you mean?
Ramada heads for Ovis with Fordham. Engelbert marches ahead with Solidus to Azent. The only force heading for Venice is Nitor, led by Abelard.
But we have Calum. We have you, Lilith.
What remains of Calum barely counts as a squadron. There's only Ramada and I.
The main force of Nitor shall also remain stationed at Horn Castle.
What do you mean?
I'm told there has been activity among the Sanctum monks. We cannot leave Horn Castle undefended under such circumstances. Meaning the main force to assault Venice will be the three of us standing here right now.
There is naught we can do but go. The threat from the west grows ever closer.
Then we take to the field. I am your sword, King Mont, no matter what trials you face. But, in truth, I doubt I can assure the safety of others as it stands.
Be that as it may, this is the path before us.
Rightly said. Now, the troops await us. It is time to go to battle.
This isn't fair. Why do I have to sit around in this castle all day?
If anyone should be voicing their complaints, it's me. I'm the one stuck looking after an ill-mannered, bratty little girl.
Are you referring to me?
Are you claiming to be oblivious? Seating yourself on the throne just because there are no eyes upon you?
Revering an empty throne is so stupid. I mean, it's just a regular old chair.
Your aptitude for misplaced logic is the only thing about you that impresses me. Perhaps you should abandon the black mage arts and become a court jester instead.
What are you mumbling about? Do you want to be reduced to charred ashes?
How fanciful coming from a mage whose flame burns so dim. Have at me. I shall dice you into the finest of pieces.
That's enough! What is the meaning of this?
Oh, if it isn't my dear Grawl. I can tell you worry for me, but stay out of our way.
Wow, speaking of being oblivious, Grawl is one of my brother's loyal men. Which means he'll do anything I order of him. Understand?
Now it's your stupidity that impresses me. I'm sorry to inform you, but Grawl is smitten with me. Come, Grawl, let us deal with this nuisance.
Stop this at once! Do not forget that our mission here is to protect Horn Castle.
Attention! Sanctum monks are heading this way!
So they're here. Stand back and I'll blast them into piles of ash.
You don't have what it takes. My blade shall handle this.
That sounds like a challenge.
Why not? Let us see who can fell the most monks.
Lord Adelard's orders were to monitor Rachis, but she has yet to act in any way overly suspicious. They say she schemes to enter the service of Rundal by bringing them Lord Adelard's head, but it may still be too early to pass judgment. But should her actions prove suspicious, I shall show no quarter.
Miss Ramada!
Oh, what is it?
Is it much longer to Ovis?
I'd say half the way is behind us now.
You must be tired. Let us take a short respite.
Oh, I'm not tired at all. I'm so excited about going to Ovis, I just can't wait to get there.
Excited, you say?
Isn't everyone?
Indeed we are. I'm surprised Leonis could be so thoughtful.
Oh, I know. I can't wait to get my hands on those fluffy sheep. Huh?
Ovis does have a lot of pastures where sheep graze, but
Rundal invades at this very moment. Such a luxury shall not be ours.
What? Hold on. I thought this journey was a reward for our victory in battle against Venice.
Huh? It's not?
my purpose for traveling to Horn was to gather reinforcements.
So that means we're
going to be facing the army of Rundal.
But isn't the Rundal army really strong?
Yes, of that I am certain.
I want to go home.
I relish facing strong foes, but Randall... sorry. I just remembered. There was something I have to do. Can I go home now?
Our mission is not so much to do battle with Randall, but perhaps more so to distract them.
We're supposed to distract Rundal?
Yes, that is correct. Should we draw their attention with the defense of Ovis?
It will delay their invasion of Horn?
And if Rundal withdraws, Ovis will be free from trouble for a while, right? Yes, that would be the outcome.
Then let us make haste.
So, what now?
I guess we must go put an end to this battle.
So, we're making one last push then?
Seems that way. Maybe this time we'll truly be rewarded a luxurious journey of relaxation if we get this done.
All right, let's press on.
Am I to take now? King Moraga.
Reporting. Lady Melnia and our main force Ruina have set sail for Wazette. Lady Odoa?
Go with them if it pleases you. Abandon Venice and scurry over to Wazette's ranks. I will not stop you.
Those of that mind are already aboard the ships.
I see.
We warriors of Moraga's Imperial Guard have our pride.
You'd best be certain of yourself. Remain in Venice, and the path before you will be a thorny one.
We would rather choose death than bow to Melnia or Renel.
Melnia likely intends to seize Wazette for herself. Corey is a cunning one, though. He will set Melnia and the others upon Horn and Leonis when it suits him, then discard them like the used pawns they are.
Their betrayal shall never be forgiven.
None know this better than I.
Reporting. The united armies of Horn and Leonis advance north. They will be at our borders before long. With due respect, perhaps we should cross the Great River to Wazette and wait them out.
Foolishness! Warriors do not turn their backs to the enemy!
But at our current strength, we will be no match for their united armies.
What of Kilfay?
She remains within the castle walls.
Summon her.
And of the united armies?
Meet them head on, but do not engage them fully. You need only suppress their advance. Kilfay, so you were unable to leave the castle after all. I'd thought you to have crossed a Wizette with Melnia and the others.
Did you call for my presence only to say this?
I have but one request of you. Lend me your power to strike down Melnia.
Do you know what you ask? Melnia was in favor with King Moraga.
I do. Yet she bore not even a morsel of love for him in return. Refusing to care for him even in his final moments.
I have one condition. You know what it is.
The release of your brother Malleus, correct?
Speak. Will you or will you not release him? Know that I shall not act under any other conditions.
Malleus, forgive me.
Lady Odoa, there you are!
What is it?
The united armies of Horn and Leonis have shattered our lines and advance upon the castle gates.
Understood.
Lady Odoa was down here paying her respects to Malleus again?
It was King Moraga who killed the boy.
Yet Lady Odoa seems convinced her inability to guide the king is to blame.
Cornered and desperate. That is what you are.
I offer you my life. What say you?
To what end?
In exchange for your power.
No.
Can you not be swayed?
Release Malleus, or I shall not fight for Fennis.
Malleus is gone.
Who killed him? Answer me!
It was my doing. Forgive me. I am truly sorry.
I already knew.
What?
I have been down to the dungeons.
Then why?
I could not accept what I saw to be reality. Perhaps I deluded myself into thinking it was merely a dream. Letting myself believe that it would not be real. As long as the truth of his death stayed obscured from me. And yet, you... Why do you confess to your sins? Why do you apologize for your misdeeds? Had you not let the truth escape your lips, Malleus could have lived eternal in my dreams. Oh, my little Malleus. There is no reason for me to remain in a world where he is no more. Nor is there reason for me to fight for Moraga.
No! It was I who killed Malleus. If you must hate someone, let it be me!
I will not fight for Moraga.
Is there nothing I can say?
Enough. If I am to fight,
Kill Faye.
I shall only do so for she who honored Malleus' memory with flowers each and every day.
Kill Faye.
Having said that, the might of the united armies of Horn and Leonis eclipse that of Fennis.
So, it is beyond even one such as you.
There is one strategy we may employ. We band with Mont.
But...
The united armies likely intend to invade the heart of Rosette after finishing off the headless snake that is Fennis. It is all but certain that Sadali knows of this.
Meaning?
The rear of their ranks would be assaulted by a great army of Sanctum monks. Naturally, Mont and his allies must already fear this. Which is why they moved to first bring down Fennis Castle.
You mean to say that if we surrender and join with the allied armies...
An opportunity to fell Melnia will be ours.
Very well.
There is one problem, however.
And that is?
Before we surrender, Moraga's Imperial Guard will need to be won over.
That could be...
If we fail to do so, it will be nigh impossible for us to make it to the lands of Rosette.
So be it. I shall convince the Imperial Guard of our cause.
And if you cannot?
They will be made to obey at the end of a sword.
We shall soon arrive in Leonis.
We are some distance from Leonis Castle, and yet... The miasma spread by the crystal pervades the air even here.
Lady Macherie, try not to breathe too deeply out here.
I shall take care. I implore you all to do the same. Just how dense does this miasma grow around Leonis Castle?
Our scouts report that those who breathe it in deeply begin to rot from the inside and perish from coughing up their own blood.
What a terrible fate. Why would the crystal continue to emit such a horrid miasma? What is it, Ketone?
2 figures, on the path ahead.
Out in these wilds?
It seems they are being attacked by monsters. How shall we proceed?
We save them.
What?
Was that unexpected? They may call me the beautiful Steel Maiden, but my blood does not run cold. And besides, Mont saved a certain band of travelers who were waylaid by bandits. It is by that kindness I stand here at this very moment. It taught me that destinies entwined are not to be ignored. We join the battle. Follow my lead.
Thank you for saving our hides. I'm Juriel, and this is...
Lisette. Think not of it. May you stay safe on your journey.
Hey, you're from Horn, aren't you?
Just as I thought.
We travel in search of a new master to serve.
Then I suggest you search elsewhere.
Can you not hear us out?
My apologies. We can afford no delays.
Why did you disregard their wishes so flatly? Did you not just speak of valuing destinies entwined?
Did their attire not reveal anything to you?
Their attire?
They appear to be from Lycaros.
It used to be the largest country in the West, after taking the kings of Rundal and Heindler hostage. Word is that Lycaros fell when Rundal rose in rebellion.
Indeed.
Then, those two travel in search of a new kingdom to serve under.
A reasonable assumption. However, we have no means of discerning whether they truly hail from Lycaros.
Lady Macherie! Lady Macherie!
You need not worry for me.
But...
Could she be Horn nobility?
Without a doubt, she might even be from the royal bloodline.
Then this is an opportunity we cannot allow to slip by.
You've got that right. All right, we follow them.
Lady Macherie?
What kind of woman is this Glaciella?
I wouldn't know.
She is Mont's betrothed. It is for this reason you hold your tongue? Speak your mind.
No. It is because I have never met her directly.
Is that so? How disappointing.
Is that why you had me accompany you? To ask such a thing?
That was not the only reason.
My lady?
I am told that Lynx was like a sister to you. I am truly sorry.
Please do not lower your head to me. The shinobi are bought for that very purpose.
The standing and very existence of your clan would change if war no longer plagued these lands. Is this not true?
You sound just like King Mont.
Like Mont, you say? What a curious observation. So, does that mean I too have your admiration? Well?
I do not know.
Glaciella, soon we shall meet.
Oh, is that all you've got? I've already gone through 13.
Don't get the wrong idea. That was the 10th I took out using Flare. If I count Thunder as well, I felt twice as many as you. 26 charred monks.
You really don't understand a thing, do you? I almost pity you.
What are you talking about?
A mage is only useful until their spirit tires. Once that happens, they are but nurslings, burdens and nothing else. Whereas I can continue to cut down foe after foe for as long as I endure. I'm sure the corpses would pile up to 1 million in the end.
Now you're just making things up and you know it.
Care to taste my steel? Let's see. Perhaps I'll cut you into nice thin slices.
What are you two doing? Fighting whilst the castle gates stand wide open. This is the height of carelessness.
It is I who opened the gates, but Zalir who forgot to close them.
Isn't it common sense for the person who opens something to close it as well?
You still want to fight?
We've got a score to settle.
By the gods! Please, just get back within the castle walls.
I am afraid that's not going to be possible.
What?
The next wave of monks is on its way.
Just how many monks does the Sanctum have at its disposal? The monks. They've stopped attacking.
I guess they're just too scared to keep fighting us.
It would be nice if that were the case.
What do you mean by that?
This is not a retreat. I spotted them heading north.
North? They can't be heading for Fennis Castle, can they?
I think that is quite likely.
Oh no! Brother and the others will be caught between Fennis and the monks.
I guess we're going north then.
Hold on a moment. You can't. This may just be a trap.
A trap?
One designed to lure us from the castle.
Allowing the monks to overtake it in our absence?
Exactly.
That is a possibility.
If you're so worried, Grawl, why don't you stay back and guard the castle?
Yes, that's a fine idea. Horn Castle was not designed so poorly that it could be taken simply by a large force of monks.
You have made your point. But I shall be accompanying you.
Then what about the castle?
I shall have every soldier remain to guard it with their lives.
That means...
It will be only us three who pursue the monks heading north.
If you cannot agree to this, then I must have you stay within the castle.
Fine by me.
Then it's decided.
Now then, let us prepare and head for Fennis Castle, quickly.
King Mont.
I see her. Oldoa.
Oh, how long it has been.
The battle is ours. If it is possible, I ask that you surrender.
You ask for surrender from the proud people of Venice?
Neither side has aught to gain from further bloodshed, so...
We refuse.
Oldoa.
But an alliance is something we can consider.
What? An alliance?
King Mont, there's clearly a scheme afoot.
Should they refuse surrender, then we simply wet our blades with their blood.
What are you proposing?
Your Highness!
I'll need an explanation.
We want to exact revenge on Melnia.
For what reason?
She chose not to care for King Moraga in his final moments. And now she abandons Venice Castle to side with the wolves of Wazette.
Is it the truth that you speak?
I do not lie. Oh, so you've forgotten how you used the long-distance communication device to deceive us? That was a moment of unbridled youth. Huh, that's rich.
And who would this be?
Kilfei. Venice made hostage of my little brother, Malleus, and forced me to fight for them. But alas, he is no longer of this world.
Then why is it that you are in league with Oldoa now?
There is a debt of which I owe to her. Once I have repaid it,
I have promised she can do as she pleases with my life.
I entreat you, lend us your might so that we may strike down Melnia.
Very well.
King Mont.
In that case, we have something for you.
Which is?
A ship. The last of our fleet.
Without it, you cannot cross the Great River to the east and into Wazette territory.
Very well.
King Mont, are you truly sure of this?
I am. There is naught to worry about.
Lilith, is this king of yours always like this?
Yes, and for this reason, we never suffer a dull moment.
I can see why.
Well, I guess we should get moving too.
What kind of woman is Glaciella?
I do not know.
Because you've never met her.
I have only seen her once from afar.
I see. Then it is but natural you don't know her. To be told to slay every last one of your relatives if you wish to succeed the throne. Since refusing this demand from Kuri, Glaciella has formed a resistance and raised the flag of rebellion against Wazette. She strikes me as a woman of quite strong heart. I think I might like her. You do not, Ketone?
No,
You have feelings for Mont, do you not?
What?
Do not feign ignorance. I have a keen eye for people, and I'm rarely wrong. She disappeared. I envy the shinobi. If only I could do the same.
Reporting. An old castle has been sighted ahead.
Bordees Castle, I assume?
Most likely, yes.
Glaciella. We finally get to meet.
News from the walls. A small unit of unknown origin approaches.
Unknown origin?
Sister, has the army of Wazette returned?
They never learn their lesson, do they?
They've come to wear us down, knowing well that we cannot leave these walls. Lady Glaciella, it may be time to wage a decisive battle.
I agree. We shall meet the enemy, but not head on.
An ambush then, huh?
Okay, everyone, stay hidden. We take them in one fell swoop.
Ketone. I was hoping we could talk, but I suppose I have perturbed you. Oh well, it matters not. I know you listen nonetheless. You know that I lost not only my father, Rob, but also my brother, Dario. I am the only one who can succeed the throne. If I do not, it will spell the end of the Horn bloodline. And Mont, he has lost his father and now faces his brother as an enemy. To make matters worse, he was forced to abandon Leona's castle to the shadow of the giant crystal. This is the plight which Mont faces. While he finds temporary haven in Horn Castle, it's not an arrangement that will last forever. How does the future of Leonis appear in the eyes of one as close to Mont as yourself? This is what I wanted to ask you.
I was curious why you chose this role for yourself.
I bear no hidden motives. Mont didn't want me to accompany him into battle with Fennis. But alas, I am not the type of woman to sit quietly and wait in the comfort of her castle. Thus, I felt this to be the most suitable choice.
You lie.
Oh? What makes you so sure?
You chose to come here, to convince Lady Glaciella to give up on King Mont.
So that's how it is. Well then, let there be no secrets between women.
Huh?
Depending on how matters play out, it may come to that.
Even if it was arranged by their parents, Glaciella is still his betrothed. I doubt she will simply stand aside for you.
Be it man or woman, I will show no quarter to those incapable of listening to reason. That is the way of Horn.
You cannot mean...
Now then, let us approach. a soul in sight. Yet the air brims with tension.
Lady Mashari.
Such a warm welcome. You must be Glaciella.
You are not from these parts, and the armor your men wear.
I am Princess Mashari of Horn.
Mashari. So you are the princess I hear of.
I did not come here seeking conflict.
I know what it is you're after. My presence stands in the way of you tightening your hold over Mont.
I would prefer you didn't misjudge me. The united armies of Horn and Leonis have already enacted their campaign to strike through Venice and invade Lizette. Glaciella, we need your aid.
In order to unify Ardra under the banners of Horn? I do not know how you placed Mont under your heel. But I shall not do your bidding. Furthermore, I shall reclaim Mont's freedom.
Horn is no longer the country it once was.
Do you truly think I would lend an ear to such words? Horn has long been an enemy to the people of these lands. By ensnaring Mont into the internal conflicts of Horn, you divided Leonis and Spirare. This led to the destruction of Rubius and the deaths of many dear friends. After all this, you now come before me to ask for my aid.
So, what is it you intend to do?
I shall herald destruction upon Horn. Then I shall free Mont and Leonis from your domination, and together we will end the reign of Kuri.
Lady Mashari, at this rate...
No, this is how it must be.
But...
I understand. For those who have lived the grimness of battle, there is no other way to understand one another, save for in battle itself. Is this not true?
Say what you wish. You shan't have my forgiveness.
Tell me, why would Melnia side with Lizette?
She consumed Venice from the inside. Yet, that wasn't enough to sate her treachery.
But to what end?
She wants a country of her own. Fell in love with the idea of calling herself queen.
Yet once she gets what she desires, dissatisfaction grows within her. And she begins to yearn for another country. Like a child, wanting for a new toy.
So, you're saying she finally has Venice in the palm of her hands?
Only to no longer feel the allure, and thus she slithers off to Wizette.
That is exactly what she has done.
So that's what happened.
If only that woman had not come to us. King Moraga would never have suffered the fate that he did.
What do you mean?
Melnia conspired with Sadali.
That makes sense. This means the idea to have Venice ally with Horn
Was delivered by the lips of Melnia. she charmed her way to Moraga's side and planted the fantasy of devouring Horn with the aid of Sodali in his mind.
So that is how this war began.
We have not time to waste. We must save our friends.
I stand aware of this, but...
What is it?
There are those who refuse to ally with Leonis and Horn.
Meaning the remaining forces of Fennis do not share the same mind?
I do not like the idea of crossing swords with my own people. But this is how it has to be.
Are you truly all right with this?
Moraga's Imperial Guard is deadly. You had best keep your wits about you.
I shall do just that.
Good. Now come with me. Through the rear gates and beyond the forest is the port.
What's the matter?
It is faint, yet...
Their malice can be sensed even from here.
We told you. There are those who refuse to ally with Leonis and Horn.
This had better not be a trap.
I'd never stoop to anything so treacherous.
You've stooped to it plenty of times in the past, though.
You said you do not wish to fight your own people, did you not?
Of course I don't. But...
They likely know that we intend to board the ship, which means...
Battle shall be unavoidable.
Do not show them any mercy, you hear?
Is it really okay to fight without holding back?
The warriors who lay in wait for us are Fennis's best. Moraga's Imperial Guard.
All men of skill that rivals my own. Face them half-heartedly and you shall fall.
So be it.
Here they come!
So this is how Fennis designs its ships.
Not bad for barbarians.
Learn to watch your mouth, or you'll be tossed into the river.
Even with a ship as sturdy as this, our safe passage to Wizette is still not assured.
Oh, timid one, are we?
Surely Melania foresaw that you would betray her and join forces with us.
That is likely so. Our enemy outnumbers us, and then there's this fog.
Hold on a moment. Do you mean to say that Melnia may not have gone to Wizette, but instead lies in wait for us somewhere on the river?
Precisely. Or at least her strategies to make us believe so.
King Mont, what would you have us do?
We have no other options.
Your mind is set then.
We must catch up to Saldus, to Engelbert. But that is not all. Mashri rallies Glaciella to our cause. We cannot fail to regroup with them either. Which is why we must press our course There are other reasons to avoid traveling by land.
Oh?
While we seek victory in the battles to come, it is not guaranteed. Should we be defeated or forced to retreat, having a ship will allow us to transport the wounded.
That makes sense.
If I am to voice a concern, however, it would be the water guard of Wazette.
The water guard. I've never heard of such a thing.
This is news to me as well.
I have never seen them for myself, but I believe they are known as Styriae. If we cross Wazette before they can mobilize, there will be naught to worry about.
And you believe this to be possible?
I do, which is why I want to make haste.
If our resolve is steeled, then there is no more to be said. We set sail.
All right, do it.
The fog seems to be growing even thicker.
Boldoa, how many ships did Fennis have at its command?
7.
That is quite the number.
There will be no going back if they surround us on the water. It is times such as these I wish Ramada were here. Adelard! Where did this massive arrow come from?
So, they lie in wait for us, hidden beyond the fog.
Stop daydreaming and return fire!
This ship has no armaments.
What did you say?
In fact, none of the ships in the Fennis fleet are equipped to do battle on water.
Meaning?
Means this attack did not come from Melnia and her followers.
Then it must be Wazette's water guard.
Your Highness, what's the plan?
Boldoa, maintain course straight ahead.
It's too dangerous, Your Highness.
No, we have the fog on our side. The enemy is yet to capture our exact position.
Are you certain of this?
The arrow they launched was likely not aimed at us with intention, which is why the arrows that followed have not hit us. Meaning?
We can close in and ambush them before they are able to find our position.
All right. In we go!
What is it? Have you grown craven, Mashuri? I will shatter the arrogance of Horn and free Leonis. And together, we shall bring an end to Wazette. And to that end, you shall fall!
Craven, you say? I was simply observing you, as there's no joy in ending a duel within mere moments. If we can only understand one another through battle, so be it. Horn is not the evil you believe it to be, and I shall make you see this, willfully or otherwise.
Horn and Wazette. Guess the bull and the wolf will always be at odds.
What are they doing in such a decrepit castle?
Who knows? I can't make out what either of them are saying from here.
What shall we do? If we move now, it would be easy to side with one and slay the other. If we do so, we...
I know. It's just...
I see now. You're too enchanted by the both of them to make a choice, you shameless lecher.
Now, don't misjudge me. Tell me then, Lizette, which one of them would you side with?
Well,
Can't answer so easily, can you? In my eyes, those two seem to be made of the same spirit. Let's observe a little longer.
I suppose we should.
It ends here. Prepare yourself!
I will not allow it.
Stand down, Ketone. I can still fight.
You are the last hope for the future of Horn. Your bloodline cannot end here.
We allow you to duel, and this is the cowardice you resort to?
Sister, we'll take care of the shinobi.
We'll make you regret butting in on the sanctity of a duel.
Ketone, that's enough. Back down.
No.
This battle is over.
Not yet.
Stubborn one, aren't you? Does everyone from Horn act like they're a bull?
I am not of Horn. My allegiance is with Leonis.
Then what is the meaning of this? You put your life on the line to fight for someone whom you do not call your master? She's weird and stubborn.
King Mont would be heartbroken were something to happen to Lady Marcherie. I fight to prevent that.
How foolish! That just wouldn't happen.
Exactly. He's betrothed to my sister, you know.
It is you who does not know.
What do you mean to say?
The most painful thing in this world for me is to see sadness on King Mont's face. In the name of his happiness. I will not be defeated.
It looks like we were able to rout the enemy ships.
These things have a habit of working out, don't they?
It felt like we were going to meet our maker, mind you.
Anyway, Aldoa, how much further until we reach land?
I'd say we have crossed almost half the river.
What? We're not even halfway there yet?
And the chances of another enemy attack before we reach land?
Hi.
Based on what exactly?
We were attacked by 3 ships. Of those, how many did we sink?
2. Which means the last ship.
Managed to slip away. You think it will call reinforcements?
It's definitely possible.
Oldoa,
What is it?
as strategist of the Fennis armies, I suggest you heed my advice. Turn back.
You know we cannot do that!
Why do we need to turn back? If there's a reason, you'd best tell us.
I have seen through their ploy. They are attempting to lure us in.
I assume you have reasoning to support this claim. Should we turn back now, our efforts will have been for naught.
This just doesn't get easier.
Your Highness?
Something approaches. A ship of monstrous size. Is that Wizet's water guard, Styrie?